Hi guys, and welcome back to another video in Movies with Ingrid. Today we are gonna be talking about a show from Netflix called The Leopard, or how I watched it because I watched it in its original language, which is Italian, Il Gattopardo. It was directed by Tom Shanklin, and it was based on a novel with the same name from Tomasi di Lempesuda. I'm sorry if I pronounced that badly. It was starred by Deva Cassel, Kim Rossi Stewart, Soul Nanny, Benedetta Porcaroli, and Astrid Meloni. Um, each one of them, respectively, plays Angelica Sedara, Principe Don Fabrizio, Tancredi Falconeri, Concetta Corbera, and Maria Stella. Basically the story goes just on about like the life of the Principe di Salina. And yeah, it's a show that I watched basically because I saw that Deva Cassel was gonna be in it, and I absolutely adore her since the moment I found out she was the daughter of Monica Bellucci. I thought, wow. And also when I saw her, I was like, wow, how is she? Wow, she's just the prettiest woman I've ever seen, apart from my mom and me and my sister. Okay. But yeah, um, like I said, the story goes on of the Principe di Salina and how many things happen in his family as this new revolution is coming into Italy of making a whole united Italy, and also to dethrone the people that have nobility on themselves, like him, because he's a prince of Salina. And basically, we see also a lot of the stuff that happens with his daughter Concetta and how she falls in love with her cousin Tancredi. That was a little thrown off for me. I want to say that I think that the character of Concetta uh kind of threw me off a bit. I didn't like her very much at the ending. When the show started, I was like, okay, I like her. But then I started not to like her, which because I was like, I was I really wanted Deva Cassel for Tancredi because it was Deva Cassel, and I know that the actor and her are dating in real life. So I was like, yeah, I want them to end up together in the show as well. But that's why I started to hate a bit of Concetta. But as I finished the show, I realized that I was so much like Concetta. Like, we are very similar in so many stuff, like the way she reacts to stuff, the way she loves so deeply, the way even her relationship with her father. Every time I saw them together, I saw myself and my dad in those scenes. And it's basically the first character that I see, and I think, wow, that's literally me. Like, that's me. And that was amazing. My mom started to watch this show before me because I didn't like found out that it already came out. But she got bored. And I want to give that to the fact that they speak a lot and they have so much historical like background going on, and that can be boring for people. For me, I think it added a lot to the story, and maybe the problems that were shown to us in the show, they weren't gonna be able to move forward if the historical part of the show didn't come to view. So I think it added a lot. It added a lot to Tancredi, also as well to his character, and I loved it. The actings were absolutely amazing. I have seen Benedetta in Baby before in Netflix, and she's a very good actress. I loved her character in Baby. I thought everything felt so real. She's a very, very good actress, and I give her that. Bad of her not to Lorenzo Sursolo back. If you know, you know he's gorgeous, and she rejected him. And I was like, how do you reject Lorenzo Sursolo? Like, come on. But it's okay. She found love. Very happy for her. She's a great actress. She has a ton of talent. Please give us more of that girl. Uh, but yeah, basically, I just watched the show because I saw that Deva Cassel was gonna be in it and that she was dating the other guy, Soul Nanny, and I thought, wow, that's amazing. Like they met there and they started dating because of this show, and I thought, wow, that's amazing. But I wanna add that they basically made like they put Deva Cassel in that role, and they made every appearance of her just to say, you see her? She's gorgeous. She's amazing. She's gorgeous. And she is, don't get me wrong. Like, wow, what a woman she is. Literally. But it made me laugh so much. The first time I saw her, it was like they were literally like just like putting it like, you see how beautiful she is? She's beautiful. And her character basically went just like that. Like, she was a beautiful woman. And also, I think we needed more of her. We didn't get to see her personality very well, but I understood that she was kind of manipulative too, because her father, the mayor of the city they were living, he was very manipulative of her. He was like, you are gonna achieve very great things, and nobody's better than you, baby girl. You are the best of the best. You better know it. Um, which great for her father, you know, that like that's great. Like that's something great to teach your daughter. Like you're amazing. You can do whatever you want. But he basically made her grow up thinking that she wanted to marry someone important because she had to get something important in life. And she did. I mean, Tancredi and her did get married, and they have a lot of stuff. You know, they become very important people in another city, in Turin, I think. And they become very, very well known people. You know. But I got disappointed with the storyline because at some point he does love Concetta too, and they want to get married. But he decides to go for Angelica because, of course, Angelica's gorgeous and they share ambition together, you know, to be greater people and to have something of their own. Um, and at one point, he even says, like, to the Principe of Salina, he says, like, I didn't even deserve Conchetta. It's great that you didn't give her to me. And I thought that was like, yeah, you didn't deserve her, man. You were gonna ruin her. And we are so alike. Like, I promise you, we are so alike. And that made me, uh, when I finished the show, that made me engage so much to her because we are so alike. And I also loved how she, in the last episodes, how she cared for her father, how she loved him, because that's basically how me and my dad are. Apart from the problems and everything else that happens between them, when that's how my dad and I interact, like that lovingly, that caring for each other, and how much he wants me to learn new stuff and how much he cares about me. That's us. And I thought that was very cute. And the show, I mean, I'm gonna give it to my mom. It can be boring sometimes because, like I said, they speak a lot. Also, I wanted to like pause it many times because the mayor, the father of Angelica, he was a pain in, you know where he was a pain. He was awful. You know, he was so weird. The way he interacted with people, the way he handled himself, he was so weird. I didn't like him. I just didn't like him. He was so weird, and I know that's when an actor does a great job because he made me feel very disgusted by him. And you know, when an actor does a great job, he makes you feel those things with a different character. He makes you like not like him and stuff like that. Like Danny DeVito, when he did the Penguin in the Tim Burton Batman movies, he made me repulsed of the Penguin, like for real. And that's how I know he's a great actor because he made me feel bad about his character. I say the same about this actor in Il Gattopardo. But yeah, I loved Deva Cassel. Um, she did infuriate me a bit at the end. I started loving Tancredi. I thought he was handsome. I thought he was a nice guy. And at the end of the show, I thought, wow, what a piece of trash you are. You you're not the guy. You are not it, dude. You're not it. Like I said, Concetta, I absolutely adore her character. At some point, she wants to become a nun. Like first, she was forced by her mom because her mom is very Catholic. But then she does want to become a nun, a sister after Tancredi and Angelica marries. So she's like, yeah, I'm gonna become a nun. I'm gonna become a wife to God, which I think it's great. If people want to become a wife to God, good for you. If that's your path of life, I'm glad that you're making your dreams come true. But that wasn't her path. She's an empowered woman. She is amazing. No, 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 queen. Wear your crown and go to town. Because basically, at the end of the show, something happens that Concetta, has to help her brother, the heir of the Principe de Salina, run everything around the city, the people, everything. And she's such a great ruler. Like, I understand the fact that women didn't have that much power in that time, but she was basically ruling everything. She was making everything happen. And I thought that's so sad because at that point, even if the woman was smarter, if the woman had more power, if the woman had more this, if the woman had more that, the man was the one that took the credit for it all. And I didn't like that. But I also give her that she's a very intelligent woman. And I don't stop speaking about her, but it's because I see myself in her. Also, the Principe di Salina, I had a love hate relationship with him. I think he's a very smart man and he knows how to handle his business. And that also reminded me a lot about my dad because my dad is a person that is very wise and I admire him so, so, so much that seeing the Principe Salina do these things with so much ease, even if things was going like badly, he knew what to do and he took action the best way. I thought that was amazing. But the hate relationship comes that he's a cheater, basically. Yeah, and I didn't like that about him. And he had some behaviors that weren't that nice, that smart of him. But apart from that, I think he was a very nice character, and of course, the series revolved about him, and I love that. It was an amazing show. The wife, I don't have much to say about her. I think she was a great wife. She was very devoted, and she was very, very lovely. I think she was very lovely. I think any man would be lucky to have her. Yes. And the brothers and sisters of Concetta, they don't appear very much, but for what I could see of them, I liked all of them. They were super nice. They were super cute. I saw them as if they were my own siblings, because, like I said, I see myself in Conchetta, so I was like feeling what she was feeling, and I thought like, oh my god, I absolutely adore her siblings. Like they are so cute. They are so nice and I just loved everything about that. Also, I love the dresses and I love the hairstyles. I think that was the part that amazed me the most. The dresses were beautiful, the hairstyles were beautiful, even though Benedetta's hairstyles were a little, I wasn't sure about her hairstyles, but she's a beautiful woman. And also, I think Deva Cassel's hairstyles were beautiful. Every time I saw her, I was just mesmerized. Mesmerized. Any man who's with her, like Soul Nanny, he's a lucky man. And of course, Deva Cassel is a lucky woman because if she's with him, it's for a good reason, you know? So, also, I have to say something that like came to my mind. Because the other time I was watching like the actress of The Witcher that plays the witch that falls in love with Henry Cavill's character. And she looks so much like Benedetta. Like, I'm gonna put an image side to side here, but they look so much alike, like in the face. I was watching her and I thought, you look like Benedetta. Like, you two look alike. You are like the same person, different fonts, like that. But yeah, that was a fun fact that I wanted to share here. Um, but if you want to watch something that's historical drama and you want to watch, I don't know, how many things happen in that time of the story, of course, I think this is all fictional, but it was an amazing show. I loved it. I loved every single actor, actress that participated in this. I haven't seen so many of them in anything, but everyone was so good actor. Like, everyone was acting so good. And like I said, like the scenography, everything was just amazingly done. This show was like, I think it might deserve an award of some sort. Like, it's just beautiful, and I loved it. So please go watch it. It's on Netflix right now. I promise you, you're going to enjoy it. And if you don't, well, at least you give it a try. So be happy that you did. Remember to subscribe, to comment, and to like. And I want to see you in the next video, okay? So, bye guys!